Lucia Lei with me. This is going to be our first episode. We're going to be talking about how we decide on prices when it comes to our jewelry. We have a few people in the chat I want to say hi to first. Hi, Mary. We have Karen at the beach, Miria, and Vicky here. Thank you, everyone, for being here, and Lucia, of course. I keep pronouncing Lucia's name wrong. I think I got it now. Okay. So I'm gonna. What we're gonna do is first I'm gonna talk a little bit about how about me and how I got started, and then Lucia will tell her story, and then we'll get to the pricing. Okay, so I was born in Armenia. I've been in the States since I was 4 years old. I have three children. I've been doing reselling for full time for about 2 years now. I've had my channel a little over a year. I think it's been a year and 2 months now. I really love doing YouTube, and I think that's the number one thing that you need to have. You need to love doing YouTube. To have a channel. Otherwise, it's kind of like just being a chore. If you're thinking about opening a channel, you need to enjoy it while you're doing it, and that's the important thing. And I'm gonna go over to Lucia so she can tell us a little bit about herself. Lucia.
Yes, hi. This is Lucia. I was born in Romania and I moved to USA back in 2007. Well, with my family, with my boys and my husband. And I started my YouTube channel in November last year, 2018, right? And I sell, I'm a part-time seller right now. I also work as an optician to an optical office here in Portland. It's part-time and on call when the doctor needs me. And yeah, I live in Portland, Oregon.
That's good. Okay.
That's
And how long did you say you've been doing the reselling?
a year,
A year.
almost a year now. In November will be a year. And I just want to say hello to everybody.
Go ahead.
Okay. Hi, Jennifer, Teresa, Vicky, Grandma Wrinkles, uh, Patsy. Okay. That's all I do.
Yeah, and then I see Vicky Porter as well. Thank you, everyone, for being here. And like the title says, we're going to talk a little bit about how we decide when it comes to pricing of the jewelry items.
Mhm.
And the first one is that I'm gonna. It's kind of like a question. What do we look for? When let's just say this piece here. What would I look for to decide on a price? As far as like for myself, what I look for is first I look to see if it's a fine jewelry or if it's a costume jewelry. Because if it's fine jewelry, I would price it according to fine jewelry, and I look for marks, condition, things of that sort. You can't price your items according to someone else that has the same item because you need to really look at yours and see if it's condition wise, and then decide on the price. What about you, Lucia? What do you look for?
A couple of things that I take in consideration is first is the condition of the item. I look at, I see if it's clean, if it's nice, if it has any flaws or any, if it's unique. I also look for kind of a unique items.
Yeah.
And I'm also trying to find items that are kind of unique,
Mm-hmm.
not necessarily just the regular
Yeah.
items.
Mm-hmm.
And also how intricate the design is, and if it's handmade or if it's machine created or whatever. So if it's
Right.
uh,
Yeah.
by an artist, then I'm definitely buying. I have a kind of a soft spot for handmade
Art pieces. Yeah.
artisan pieces.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Me too. I love artisan pieces.
Mhm.
That's why I buy pieces when it comes to Sandy's jewelry, just Sandy.
Mm-hmm.
'Cause I like to have pieces that I keep for myself, that are unique, and I know that there's no more of that. I'm the only one that has that. Okay,
Yeah.
so yeah, and next, I'm gonna ask Lucia, where do you look for, pricing, price wise? What platforms do you look under? What websites do you look at, to find similar items, and decide on a price?
First, I go on Google and I just type like a small description or some keywords, and then Google will pop up a lot of items. Especially, I think it's on Pinterest or Instagram.
Mhm.
And then from there, I just kind of go and they direct me to different other platforms like Etsy and eBay. And if I really want to sell something on Etsy, then the first thing that I do, I look on the Etsy site and I kind of compare the prices. And if I see something that is similar, then I stop there. I don't go to other platforms. It's just, I think one, it's enough because it's time consuming. So
Mhm.
yeah, just
Yeah,
that's
I
what I do.
I use pretty much similar as you do. I just and then I use, eBay too. And if I find something on Google that says it's an eBay, the
Hmm.
only way I'll know how much that item sold for is if I use WordPoint. I know
Yeah.
there's some other, websites too, but what I really do use is the WordPoint, because that way it'll just take you to the item, say how much it sold for and what year it sold, so it'll give
Hmm.
you an idea of how much to price the item. So we
Hmm.
have a few more people in the chat that let's say hi to. We have Texas Val here and vote for Pedro. What is better? Okay, Pedro is saying what is better, eBay or Etsy? You want to answer that one, Lucia?
Yeah, eBay, Etsy, comparing the prices or selling.
Selling, I think he means for selling. Where
Selling.
better?
Uh, I like Etsy a little bit more.
Uh,
Yeah.
For me, it depends on the piece. If it's a new piece, we can't sell new pieces on Etsy, so that I would put in eBay. But if it's something vintage and something that, if it's some this let me say it this way: if it's something that I can sell on Etsy, I will put it on Etsy first, and
Mhm.
then, eBay will come for the items that I can't list on Etsy.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah. Yeah, I like Etsy. I was focusing more on Etsy than on eBay. So
yeah,
yeah, that's
yeah,
why.
me too. Yeah, but there's some items that we can't list, so we go ahead and put those on eBay.
Yeah.
I wish we could list everything. We have Mary, Pelletier here, and Dar, Kenita. We have June, Linda, and Miria. Uh,
Hey, hi, Linda.
I think this is a question here. After watching you both for a while now, I feel you both have your own idea of what you each like Anita Hearts and Lucia. She likes cute jewelry. Yes. Yeah, that's something that I love pieces that are in the heart shape. I like unicorns. But as far as unicorns, I don't do too much jewelry. I like, things around the house, like decorative items when it comes to unicorns. But for jewelry, I like heart items. And, what animals do you like, Lucia?
Well, I like cats. I don't have cats. I have a dog. So I do like cats, everything with cats and dogs and turtles and penguins and I like
Penguins.
all the animals. I grew up on a farm in Romania, so I
Yeah.
like pigs too.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, but cats, the ones with the cats are, I think they are my favorite. I think.
Cats are your favorite. Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah.
I love those cat, salt and pepper shakers you got. Those are so cute.
You're right. I just love them. They are sitting in my dining room table, and I
Yeah.
haven't decided should I sell them or should I just keep them for myself because they are very whimsical and kind of
When,
unique.
when I can't make that decision, I enjoy the item a little bit. And
Mhm.
then I listed there are some jewelry items like that I find that I like wearing a little bit, enjoying it a little bit, and then it's like, okay, this is a bit much. But yeah, but like, oh, this one, um um oh my god, now I'm gonna forget names. Douglas sent this one to me. Thank you, Douglas. I love it. I especially love like statement pieces. I wear like little tinier pieces sometimes, but my favorites are the bigger pieces. Things that stand out, and that's something you guys should look for. Pieces that stand out. That I like to sell as well. Uh,
Yes.
let's see what other features.
Statement. I like a little bit more dainty and more, I don't know, a little bit, yeah. It's
Yeah,
just,
the interior pieces. Yeah, yeah,
Mhm.
I do too. Like sometimes when it comes to earrings, I will wear the smaller earrings. It depends on your outfit too. Depends on
Mhm.
your mood for the day.
Yeah.
We have Perla saying that she collects butterfly jewelry and brooches.
Yes, I love butterflies too. They're very, very beautiful. I
Yeah.
like them.
Okay. And I don't know if we went through this question already. What when it comes to pricing your items, how do you decide if you should price the items similar to the listings, higher than the listings, or lower to the listings?
When I see something that is similar to mine or
Mhm.
identical, I try to go with the same price.
Mhm.
Uh, I don't go higher or lower. I kind of try to stay in the same price range, but I also look at the the condition of my items compared to the similar items, right? So I always take in consideration the condition of my item. So if it's not in good condition or in excellent condition, then yeah, I can go a little bit lower with the price. Or if they have a little bit of scratches or
Mhm.
the stones are a little bit cracked or something like that, then yeah, I go a little bit lower.
Yeah, me too. I try, and it depends on how much I paid for the item too. And that's how I make a decision. If I got an item for a very cheap price and I see that it does go for higher prices, I will tend to go a little bit lower than what is listed because I got it for less. But if I did pay more, I try to go, with a similar price as well.
Yeah,
Yeah, it depends on condition, how much you paid for the items, and
exactly.
and things like that. Um,
Yeah.
Oh, and then also I have a question here. Do you when do you after your item is listed, do you ever lower prices? When do you decide to lower your prices?
I only did it once.
Hmm.
I lowered the price, and to be honest, I don't think I should lower the prices. I never thought of that, um, but probably I should. So
Hmm.
I'm thinking maybe after 3 months sitting over there in the Etsy and nobody is interested in, maybe I should lower the price. I'm thinking yeah,
Yeah.
that's
So you wait it for a while and see if
yeah. I wait a while. Yeah.
it's sitting for a while. That's when you lower. Yeah, me too. Uh, yeah, I have some items that that have been there about 4 months that have relisted itself already. But
Hmm.
those kinds of items, I do think I do take into consideration that they've been there for a long time, and I have to pay a fee every time they're there. So I will
Yes.
lower those a little bit lower, not too much, but I will lower the prices on them.
Hmm.
I see Douglas is here. Hey, Douglas, thank you for coming in. We have Perla and Miria said that she was your first subscriber. That's
Who, Jennifer?
Miria. No, Miria said, I am your first subscriber. That's awesome.
Oh,
And
mine?
Miria, who's first subscriber? Mine or Lucia's? Okay. And then we have uh, prices are low already. Okay. Linda is saying prices are low already.
Yeah.
Yeah. We try to be reasonable with the prices.
Mhm.
Yeah, because we do want our items to sell, so we don't want them really sitting there for a long time. So we do. I myself try to put prices that are reasonable prices to the buyer. I want to be reasonable into making a profit myself, but also reasonable enough for the buyer to get a good deal on the item as well. Uh, he's talking to Mary Kay. Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah.
Uh, Lucia, do you really do your okay? Teresa's asking, Lucia, do you really do your own nails?
Yes. Do.
Yes,
Yeah.
she does.
Yes.
She
And
has,
it's time consuming, but it's
yeah,
worth
she has beautiful long nails. I don't know how Lucia keeps them that long. you use a hardener probably, right, to make
I
the
use polygel. So these are my natural nails, and on top of them, it's polygel. So that's protecting the nails.
Mhm.
Um, so I do it at home,
Mhm.
and I like it. I enjoy it. This is also one of my hobbies. Yeah,
And she said, "Love those nails, so pretty."
thank you.
Okay, we have Teresa here, Raven, Treasure Chest, and Jennifer. Thank you for coming in. Okay, if
Hmm.
you guys have any questions, please put them in the chat. We'll answer them for you. And then we have some questions here that
Or
we're.
if you miss a question, then put it back, and then we'll see.
Yes, yes. If we
Type
missed
it
it, please, yes. If we missed it, please copy and paste it again, or you can write them in capital letters.
down.
That way we won't miss them.
I
Okay.
think there was a question about if we are buying from Etsy and then resell the items on Etsy. I think there was one question over there.
Let me see. Did I miss it? Oh, okay, here it is. Do any of you ladies buy on Etsy and resell it back on Etsy?
No, I never did it. I
No, I'm not on Etsy. I have not, but I have purchased a couple of items in Poshmark, where I did notice marks on there, and I guess the seller didn't notice the marks, and I did purchase those items, and I did sell two items I had that I sold like that on Etsy. But right now, I'm not even. I have so many to at home that I need to list that I'm not even looking for those right now. But you can. If you search, you will find something that someone listed for a low price that you can resell for more and make a profit.
yes, yes. So I know. I just go on the thrift stores and I jewelry jars pretty much. Not
Okay, we have Mary Kay saying, "Love the jewelry jars. Could watch them all day long, and we can open them all day long too. they're they're so much fun. It's like a treasure chest, like a mystery box. We know
yeah.
what we're gonna get. It's very fun. Sometimes and also like lottery tickets. Sometimes we win, sometimes we lose, but we have fun opening them. I know
Yes.
that they don't have jewelry jars in all states, but we do have. We fortunately we do have them where we live. And if you don't have jewelry jars, you can always get the jewelry bags that they have at the shop Goodwills. But don't pay too much. Don't pay too much. I know that they're overpricing them right now. The highest prices have gotten really high on those bags. So you might want to I wouldn't pay very too high and go bid too high on those right now.
Yes, they are.
Yeah, Anita, where did you get the necklace? It's beautiful. The one I'm wearing. Oh, Douglas sent it to me as a gift. Thank you, Douglas. Okay, we have Belinda here, Esmeralda, Kathy Phillips. Um, we have a question. Okay, Kathy is saying, "Hello, ladies. I agree. Jars, bags are like treasure hunt. They are. They really are." Okay, so
And
I have a question here for Lucia. What mistakes have you made? When it comes to pricing.
okay. I don't
I
know
can
how I don't know how I put this.
I can say like mine first. Like for me, when it comes to pricing, the mistake that I've made is I haven't done enough research on that item, and I just rushed into it. Put it up, and then realized that that was a rare item or that was a mark that I didn't notice, and basically rushing was my mistake into selling the item.
Mine too. Yeah, mine too. So I sold a couple of brooches,
Yeah.
pins actually, that they were very, very valuable. They came from a jewelry jar, and after the video, somebody was actually a couple of people were keep emailing me asking for those pins, and I was trying to be, kind of nice and receptive and responsible, and just kind of reply to them. And I didn't do any research. I just went with my, and said, okay, this is it. This is the price. And actually, they were, uh, let's just say, 10 times more than what I
Yeah.
I sold them for. So
Yeah.
it kind of, I was sad a little bit, but then I just like, okay, it's a mistake, you know, you learn.
Right.
And I appreciate the fact that sometimes people in the comments in the video, they are actually very helpful.
Mhm.
So they kind of opened my eyes, because I was like, okay, Lucia, this is this is more than, uh, you sold I sold them for. So yeah,
Mhm.
I thank you for all the comments and for all the
Yeah.
people that are helping me.
Yeah.
Yeah, sometimes you just don't think, you just go, you just want to be
Yes. Yeah.
fast and reply and make sure that they are happy, and they don't wait too long for your email and
Mhm.
for your response. So I yeah, but
Yeah.
not anymore. I'm not doing that anymore.
Yes. So that's happened to me as well, where I've rushed into it, and then somebody told me that this was a so and so item, and I'm like, but I already sold it.
Yeah,
And yeah, and I want to thank everybody again in the chats and in the
yeah,
comments. Very, very helpful when you see something that we take out of a jar, and we don't know everything. We're not experts. We're
yeah,
new at this as well. So when you tell us that this is so and so item, it really helps us find it faster. It helps us, uh, decide on a price of how much to list it for. I've had so many comments saying that this is what that item was. Like the necklace that I had, the one that was with the red stones. I forgot what it was called. I showed it yesterday. It had a heart on the bottom and red stones. It was a healing necklace. I
mhm,
didn't know what it was. I just I just saw that it had little feet, little arms on it, and little hearts on it. And somebody put into the comments what it was called, and I was able to list it, and that got sold right away as soon as I listed it. So thank you everybody. Very, very helpful
mhm.
for your comments. Thank you for leaving the comments first. We
Yeah,
really appreciate that.
and we do read the comments.
Yes, we do.
Just
We
do
get a
not
chance
reply
to
to all
answer.
of them.
Yeah, we may not get a chance to answer quick, but we do go through them. We do read them. We do see them. And we do appreciate them.
Yeah, yes.
Uh, so we have Debbie here, Teresa, Kathy, and Mary Evans. Let me see if there's any questions. Uh,
Yep.
question here, Douglas. That's a good idea, Douglas. Oh, write question in front of the question. That way we can find it. Okay. When you clean your sterling, I've seen your videos. Can you clean, submerge it in there, all stones in it, amethyst, rhinestone with clear stones? Will the or would the stones be damaged? Oh, okay. Uh, Douglas, depends on what you're cleaning it with. Like
Mm-hmm.
myself, I when I first started, I didn't know what I was doing. I used to put silver items in Tarnex. You're not supposed to do that. Yeah,
Nope.
that's the tip of the day. No Tarnex.
No.
Don't put anything in Tarnex, because the Tarnex, what it does is it takes a layer off of the jewelry, and if it's something plated, it's going to take the plating off. And if it's sterling, it's going to take the sterling off, and it's going to ruin the piece. Uh, and I don't use that anymore. I no more Tarnex. Right now, what I use a little bit of Dawn dishwashing liquid and a little bit of warm water. We'll show you one day how we do it, how I do it, how Lucia does it. I
Yeah.
put water and foil into a little bowl and just leave it there, and add some baking soda to it.
Mhm.
And then I just use a soft bristle toothbrush. Depending on what it is, with the silver items, I use the polishing cloths. With the costume jewelry, a little bit of soap, but don't brush too hard because the stones will fall off.
Yes. Or
Yeah,
the right ones, if they have that coating on the back, that
yeah,
foil, then it will kind of peel off.
yeah. And how do you do your cleaning? Do you do it the similar way as well?
I did it, yeah, with the Tarnix too, and it was a bracelet. I thought it was a
Yeah,
turquoise bracelet, So,
yeah,
but it was a good thing that I learned actually. But
yeah.
so I did it with the Tarnix, and after a few days, those
Mhm.
turquoise stones, they kind of became whitish.
Dull, kind of like, yeah. The shine was gone.
The shine, yeah, and the silver, but also I just realized that the stones were actually dyed howlite. They were not real turquoise. So I
Yeah.
actually learned something, also
Yeah.
from that mistake. And usually with it's just a necklace, like just a chain, regular chain, sometimes it's kind of difficult to clean it. And I just put it into the Tarnix for just like 1 second. I have my forceps, and I
Yes.
just do this, just dip, and that's it. You don't leave it there for more
Yes.
than 1 second, and
Yes.
it will be okay.
Yeah.
But with the intricate designs, or if they have like a filigree or stones,
Mhm.
I don't use a Tarnix. I use a little bit of
Mhm.
toothpaste and baking soda, and with a toothbrush, and I'm keep cleaning them, and I'm keep rubbing and scrubbing, and you
Right.
know until
Yeah.
I like
Yes.
yeah,
Like
but
I
no
said,
Tarnix.
with the Tarnix, it's okay if you do like the Tarnix when it comes to chains. You just, dip in and out and then straight away put it in soap water.
Mhm.
What it doesn't get a chance to eat away at anything. It just takes off the dirt. That's okay. But as far as like the pendants and things like that, don't put them in there, especially with stones. Don't put them in there. I put something in there with pearls, and then the pearls came out matte. And I'm
Yep.
looking at them. I'm like, where did the shine go on the pearls? And they were, and thank God it wasn't something expensive. It totally ruined it. And after that, I don't use it for anything. But I do have some left. And if you have chains, for chains, it's okay.
Yes.
And
Yeah. And no, the toothpaste and the baking soda won't destroy and damage the stones.
mhm. Yeah, you can use baking soda is really good too. Uh,
Mhm.
and some people actually I don't uh, I've heard some people use cigarette ashes to clean
Mhm.
jewelry with. I've never tried it myself, but I've heard that works too. I don't.
Yes.
Has anybody in the chat tried that?
And yeah, and also be aware of the vinegar, because sometimes vinegar, if it's not silver, it will damage
Yeah.
the item. So don't use vinegar.
Yeah, I know a lot of people say to use vinegar when it comes to rhinestone jewelry, some of the stones
Mhm.
that are dull and black underneath. I've had that happen where it has ruined the piece as well when I try to clean the stone. So just your best bet is to put it in baking soda and
Mhm.
hot and warm water and wait.
Warm water, yes.
Yeah, if it doesn't come off with that, vinegar isn't going to take it off. So
Okay. There was another question here. What do you do with the extra jewelry from the
mhm.
jars that you don't know? Question goes to both Anita and Lucia.
Okay,
So,
let's see here.
do I answer this, or do you want to go first?
You can go ahead.
What do you do with the extra jewelry? So, what I do, I usually go and donate them, since I live in an area where we have a lot of seniors and elderly nursing homes, and I regularly go and donate the items that are not, let's just say, not worth putting on Etsy or on eBay or on lots. And they do a lot of crafting with them, especially when it comes to like Thanksgiving and on Christmas season. They do a lot of crafting, and I volunteer, and I kind of go and we kind of do uh, crafting with the jewelry. So yeah, that's what I do. I donate most of them.
Yeah.
Too
Um,
much difference.
yeah, what I do with them is the pieces that have the rhinestones, the nicest pieces. I will save those in a separate area. And since I don't do much crafting myself when it comes with the jewelry, I will sell them as craft lots. But with the other items that are dirty, rusty, some of them I have redonated, and some
Mhm.
that are really bad. I've actually People are gonna hate me for saying this, but I have tossed a lot of them away because I think that it's dangerous when it has rust on it. Even for crafting, it's not good. Some things you need to toss. Uh,
Yeah.
but so if it's in a condition good enough to be used for crafting, I will put it in a craft lot.
Yes. So last year, what I did, we have here, I don't know if you guys have in your towns, but there is called Meals on Wheels.
Mhm.
And on Christmas, I had a lot of items that like was kind of Christmas related or Christmas theme, like necklaces and brooches and stuff. So when they were, I went and I donated them, and then they were, when they were delivering the meals, they were also giving them with a nice little Merry
Oh,
Christmas
that's awesome.
and
Yeah,
something, for the ladies. No, I don't have anything for
that's so
men.
sweet. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's a good idea. That's also a good idea. The nice
yeah, that's what
system.
I'm planning on
Yeah.
doing this year too. Just go and the Christmas brooches and everything that um, it's nice. Then
Mhm.
yeah, I can put it into like little pouches, and uh, it was really
Yeah, it's sweet.
heartwarming, and I know that people will enjoy
Yeah,
that.
yeah. Knowing that someone's going to open that and it's going to make their day, it's going to make them happy, bring them joy. It's very nice.
Yeah,
We have borderline hoarderish in the chat, Kimmy. Thank you for being here. She's saying just rolled in the door, finished cleaning out storage unit.
yes,
Busy, I have yes. We know we're busy too. We
yeah.
we get you, Kim. Wonderful way to handle stress. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, they're all saying thank you. That's so kind.
Yeah,
Yes.
I know they like return rings and brooches and everything with pearls or gold items. I mean, gold tone items, and so I kind of know a little bit about what they like. So I'm trying always to kind of
Mhm.
be aware and not just give them, just a necklace that I don't like or I don't want or some. I'm trying to kind of make it pleasant and a happy
Yeah.
experience.
Right. Instead of putting it into a craft lot, and instead of just not knowing what to do with it, bringing somebody joy with it, it's definitely a great idea. Something to
And
think about. Mhm.
yes, and what I also, they told me that in nursing homes, especially in the Alzheimer nursing homes or like memory care, working with beads or with crafting, like it helps them a lot and kind of keeps them focused.
Mhm.
So that's a very nice way of spending and uh, keeping your
I,
mind busy.
I we have Granny Josie here in the chat. Hey, Joe. Thank you for joining us. And we also have my sister, RP Terra's Boutique, here saying that we look beautiful.
Well, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, here, does anybody? Oh, I see a question. Okay, let's see here. Hi, ladies. It's Glam Kitty. What would be the most you would pay for a jar or a bag?
What
Okay.
was the question? What would be the most you? Well, the most that I paid was $100 for a glass. I don't think I want to do that anymore.
Yeah.
Um, and I noticed prices here in Oregon are going up a lot, and yeah, I'm
Yeah.
I'm very picky right now about
Me
what
too.
what am I buying.
I have also paid over $100 for a jar. I've one time bought a box full of jewelry for over 200. I think it was 270 something,
Hmm.
270 something that I actually bought that from an auction group on YouTube. And again, it didn't have the amount that I paid for. I didn't get my money's worth from that box. And I definitely will not pay right now anything over 35 $40 is $40 is right now my top that I would pay for a jewelry. Anything over that, I'm not going to take that chance. Especially right now, the Goodwills right now, a few months back, they would put nice things. It depends on which store it is as well, and where you're buying them where you're buying them from as well. But I personally will not go over 40 right now. But I
I
have
kind
done
of
over.
because
Yeah.
we don't have, pretty much everything is um, here like 39.99 or 69 or 79.
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
uh, the one that are like 29, they're not worth much or they're just crafting. So yeah,
My sister is saying that I wouldn't pay more than 100 unless you see something that you can sell for more.
yeah.
I agree with that, and I also want to add to that just like I was saying today, what you're seeing is not what you're getting. Sometimes
Hmm.
you may see something right now. Let's just say let's just say you're on Shop Goodwill and you see jewelry, and they're showing you, what's inside of the box, and you see this really big turquoise native piece, but you're not seeing the whole piece. Maybe it's a bracelet that's broken. Maybe it's cracked stone in the back, and you're not seeing it. So
Yeah.
so when you're paying that $100, or a high price that you're paying, you also have to take into consideration that that piece might be damaged if it's that one piece that
Mhm.
you want to buy the whole box for.
Yeah.
And if you're okay with
Doing the job.
it, yeah. I have had pieces where I've seen what I've seen the pictures of, and when I've received them, the back of the items were not good or broken, and I got stuck with those items.
Yeah.
Just from me. Yes, Joe. Granny Josie, she makes jewelry jars, and she sells them on her channel, as well as on eBay. And I purchased some from her. She shows the items that she puts inside, so you do see the items that you're getting. And
Mhm.
I purchased from her. She puts a lot of lovely things and two silver items.
Mhm.
We have another question from Douglas. Let's see. You mentioned in your promo video last week that what you are waiting to branch out and resell more than just jewelry. Are you now finding jewelry lucrative? What other things will you sell? Yes, I'm trying to sell other items, not because I don't find jewelry lucrative. I'm doing okay and well with the jewelry, but I want to sell other things as well, because I want to bring different kinds of buyers to my stores. And I've noticed that by listing other items, people the people coming in. Let's just say I listed this mug, for example, somebody might that's looking for a unicorn mug might come into the store, see the mug that they saw, and then go into the store and see other jewelry items, see something that they like, and purchase both. Is the reason why I want to add more items and branch out more. And plus, it's something fun for me to learn about other things besides jewelry.
Mhm. Yes.
Far as jewelry goes, I'm still going to stick with the jewelry, but I want to add things to it. You can always add.
You can, yes,
Yeah.
I agree. If you see something at like a Goodwill or a thrift store, and it's a vintage, or it's something handmade, like I said, I think it's worth buying it and then trying to resell.
Yeah.
But again, that takes time, and you need to learn about other items that are
Yes.
lucrative. I think I would like to focus a little bit more on eBay, on selling what I already have in the house.
Yes.
Like my kids' stuff, and all sorts of figurines and Pokemon cards and shoes, because we spend a lot of money on those items.
Yeah.
And I am trying to teach them also, and to be a little bit more
Mhm.
lucrative. And make some cash for for their lunches or whatever. So um, yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I would like to do.
Just like Lucia said, start small. You can start from inside of your house if you want to sell
Mhm.
things. We all have things around our house that we don't need,
Yes,
and that are worth
true.
money. Yeah, that are worth money. That you can go ahead, like, find something around the house that you don't need. You're cleaning out, or you're cleaning your kitchen or your bedroom, or things that
Mhm.
you don't need, and see how you do with those items.
Yeah.
And yeah, and then by looking those items up, you learn a bit more about those items, and
Mhm.
putting more things in your store means you need to educate yourself on other items as well.
Yeah.
And we have Nishana in here. Thank you, Nishana, for coming in. Yes, you're late to the party. She's saying she's late to the party. Okay, we have Glitzy Hunter and Linda, and then okay. So I want to ask one more question.
Yeah,
What?
I agree. Just one second. Hanina. Oh, is
Oh, we
Linda
have
was recycle, reuse, resell. Yes, I definitely agree, Linda. Yeah, we need to be a little bit more aware of our how
yeah,
much we spend and how much we have actually, and how we can reuse and recycle. And
yeah.
uh, yeah, I agree.
And we just brought that up with Lucia before we started the live, that we have
Mhm.
to take into consideration not just the item itself, but the packing material also that we use, the time we put into it, the tissue paper we use, the bags we use, the tape, everything costs money that we're putting into the
Mhm.
resale. Let's see here. I have a question. I'm just trying to get into the community. What is the best site to sell on? Uh, it depends on what items that you're selling. If you're selling vintage items, I highly recommend Etsy because Etsy is really good when it comes to vintage
Mhm.
items. But if you're selling items that are the newer items, I would start with eBay.
Yeah, eBay is very easy to, yeah, it's very
Very
easy to market.
Yeah, there's also other platforms that I know other people use, like Macari. I've never used Macari myself. There's Poshmark as well. I've used Poshmark, but Poshmark does they do better with you know as clothing and bags and things like
Mhm.
that.
Shoes, yes.
Shoes, yeah. It all depends on what items that you're planning on selling on what platform to use. I would use at least two to try both out and see what's
Hmm.
doing better.
Yes.
Okay, we have. I don't know if this is a question. Anyone interested in over 1700 vintage comic books? Red one, store flat in numerical alphabetical order in plastic. That's a good idea to put things by alphabetical order.
Yeah. I
And
don't know anything about comic books, so
no, see, that's something I do not know myself. Would you
no.
open up? Would you open up two separate accounts as you may not have receipts for your personal items? This form. Um, right now, I only have one account. I think I'm just gonna stick with the one because it's easier for me to keep track of.
Yes.
But as far as when it comes to two accounts, I would just use two different platforms.
Yeah, me too. I don't, yeah, I have only one account. And as long as you have a really nice system of keeping track of how much you spend, then I think you should be fine.
Yeah. Okay.
When it comes to taxes, I'm thinking that's the question, right? When it comes to the taxes.
Joe is saying that our time is worth money. Yes, it is. We put a lot of time into reselling. A lot.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
We have Jonathan saying, "Do you guys have videos on how to clean jewelry?" We will. We'll probably one day. One of our shows will do a show on how to clean jewelry. I think that's.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, what do you think, Lucia? How to clean?
I already uploaded one video a few months ago. How?
Lucia has one already, so you can. Her channel is in the description. You can just go and write, or you can just write where it says in the YouTube
Mhm.
Lucia, and then write
How
uh,
to clean jewelry.
jewelry, and it'll bring up that video.
Mm-hmm. Yes, I did one.
Yeah. And I use ketchup too. Ketchup gets out a lot of dirt. Like I don't and people will laugh, but it's worked. Uh
Yes.
Jewelry, especially Alex and Ani bracelets, I clean with ketchup and they come sparkling clean. So try anything, but not the Tarnix.
Not the comments. I stay away from the vinegar.
Okay, we have Bianca here from Germany. Hey Bianca, thank you for coming in.
Hi.
Debbie, and we have Rosie's Closet. Thank you, everyone, for coming in. Let's see what my sister is saying. eBay will let you list 50 items for free a month, so it's a great way to start a new listing account. So
Yeah.
that's one. Thank you, RP. Uh, can you put anything else on Etsy other than vintage? Yes, you can also put handmade items on Etsy.
Mhm. Yes, handmade items or artisan made. Yeah.
And Granny Josie is saying ketchup works. If
Yeah.
you tried it, you know it works.
Yeah. It works. Yeah.
Okay, so I want to ask this last question
Mhm.
here. What advice would you give to new resellers when it comes to pricing?
Know your item
Hmm.
and be very mindful of the condition of that item. That's I think that's it. Know your know your piece.
Yeah,
No. And don't rush
Yeah.
in pricing anything. Just sleep overnight and then just kind of go back the next day and take a look again, and let especially after you're cleaning an item, let it sit for a day and see, because sometimes they might show up, signs of so you need to let it sit, don't rush into
Yes.
listing.
That's the biggest tip right now. Don't rush. Take your time. Take your time. For me also, don't rush. Do more research. And
Mhm.
when you're listing your items, make sure you take nice, clear pictures. Nice, clear pictures is very important. And yeah, and again, once again, don't rush is the most important thing. That's as far as mistakes goes. That's the biggest mistakes that we made.
Exactly. And don't let yourself pressured by buyers. Just uh, be comfortable and yeah,
Mhm.
work hard.
Okay, Granny Josie's saying I research prices on eBay and take the middle price. Yes, that's where we do most of our research too. Yeah, we price according to what profit we're going to make and how much we paid for the items.
Hmm. Yes, and I agree. Mary Pelletier said disclose flaws in your list. Yes, I agree.
Yeah. Is it true that you can only do free shipping on Etsy? I'm thinking about opening an Etsy shop, but that scares me a bit. No, you can do combined shipping. You can do price shipping. You can do shipping by weight. You can do any kind of shipping you like. Right now, Etsy is having a promotion where if you do free shipping, they say that they promote your items.
Hmm.
Uh,
Yes.
but I still haven't changed anything when it comes to my shipping. My shipping is exact. I kept it to the way it is. Uh,
Me neither.
but
Uh-huh.
yeah, but go ahead, and if you want to open a store, Bianca, go ahead and do so. You don't have to do free shipping. That's optional.
Yes, it's
And
up.
ketchup is really good.
On French fries.
We have thumbs ups on ketchup then.
Yeah.
Okay, does their cut make a difference? Does their cut make a difference? Yes, you have to take that into consideration too. The
Mhm.
fees that you have to pay when you're pricing as well. What percentage of fees the platform is taking.
Yes.
And then the PayPal also, there's a fee. It's here. How do you research items that don't have tags or names? That's a hard one. You
Yeah.
you want to answer that one, Lucia?
Yes. I go with like keywords, and I start typing keywords on the Google, and
Uh-huh.
uh, some always something shows up, and then from that item, I probably spend another 3 hours because they have to
Yeah.
take me from one item to another, and uh, that's what I do. I kind of jump from one site to another, or from one item to another, and I look at their to see if they have anything similar to mine,
Mhm.
like the clasp, or the same pearls, or the same colors, or the same design. So
Mhm.
yeah, that's what I do. I kind of jump, and sometimes takes, like I said, 3 hours. I spend 3 hours just on
I
one,
know it's a lot of time.
and I
Yeah.
find myself, way behind. Sometimes, but
You start you start looking for the item at 1 o'clock and suddenly it's 3 o'clock. And you
and
still
I learn so much about other items, but not mine.
yeah. Yeah, like when it comes to those kinds of items, I try to do like a picture search on some of them, depending on
Mhm.
what it is. And if still I haven't found nothing, I try to make up my own listing. I'll just write something like what design it is. I'll make my own listing, a new title, make up something that basically stands out to me. And if it doesn't have a mark, and when it comes to the price, you need to make that decision how much you want to price it for, how much you think it's
Mhm.
worth. And
Yes.
you might want to look at it and think to yourself, how much would I pay for this item?
Hmm.
And again, don't rush unless
Yeah.
you've done a lot of research and came up with nothing. Then go ahead and price it with something you're comfortable with.
Yes. Or yeah,
Yeah.
just yeah, make your own description, or make it unique. You know,
Right,
you
right.
don't see anything similar, then that means it's very unique or it's something special, and you can ask a little bit more if you cannot find anything on it. So that's a good thing.
Yeah, Debbie is asking, what is your storage like? How do you organize your jewelry so you can find it quickly? We're gonna do another show on that one because that's a whole new show. 'Cause there's the very different ways. Yeah, we both have different systems. I have my system. Lucia has her system. We'll talk about that on a different show.
Yes.
Yeah, we need to organize, or else we're not gonna find anything.
Yeah.
And thank goodness for jewelry. They're small, so you can store, so they don't take up too much space. So
Mm-hmm.
about jewelry,
Yeah,
the space,
I agree.
the space. Mhm. Okay. Okay, so we're gonna head out because we did pass. We're trying to keep the show between 40 to 45 minutes, and we've gotten to 51, which is great. If you guys have any questions, any topics that you want us to discuss, please go ahead and put it into the comment section after the video loads. I know the video takes a few minutes to load, and it won't let you leave a comment, so you might want to come back and leave a comment. I want to thank everybody who was in the chat. Thank you, Lucia, for being here. Next week, we're going to do again Wednesday. We're going to be on Lucia's channel. We're going to rotate between channels. I did put the link down below of her channel as well, and as well as the links to where she sells her jewelry and items. Where you, if you want to look at them, if you want to purchase jewelry, you can go to Gold. And
Mm-hmm.
we're going to do that Wednesday.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
And I want to thank the moderators and everybody in the chat that came in. Thank you so much. We'll see you all on next Wednesday. Lucia, do you want to say goodbye too?
Yes. Goodbye. Thank you for coming. We'll
Thank you,
see you.
everyone. Have a good day. We'll see you.
Bye.
We'll see everybody Wednesday. Bye, everyone.
Bye.